The First Minister is in California, where she's due to discuss climate change with the state's governor. Our correspondent James Cook joins us from the State Capitol building in Sacramento. James, what does Nicola Sturgeon hope to achieve there?
Well, Jackie, I think she hopes to achieve a couple of things. First and foremost, she wants to exchange ideas with the governor of California, a Democrat, Jerry Brown, who's been a fierce opponent of President Trump, particularly on climate change. The two obviously share an interest in reducing emissions, whereas the Trump White House has made it clear that its priority is actually to favour economic growth over tackling climate change. So that's one issue. The First Minister also will discuss trade and investment here while she's in the United States. The Scottish Government stressing that she'll be meeting executives from some Californian companies who are investing in Scotland. And also, she will be making a speech tomorrow at Stanford University, one of the world's leading universities, at which she will discuss Brexit, she'll discuss the Middle East, and of course she'll discuss Scottish independence. As for the reaction to that back home, well, as you can imagine, as some protesters are coming past us now, this is what happens all the time here in the United States these days. What people are saying back home, particularly opposition politicians, is that the First Minister should concentrate on the day job. That was the word from the Scottish Conservatives. They say she should get back to work and stop grandstanding abroad.
Thank you very much indeed, James Cook. The First Minister will argue in favour of immigration and free trade in a speech in California later this evening, as she continues her 5-day visit to the United States. Our North America correspondent James Cook is in California.
Well, Nicola Sturgeon is trying to do two things here in the United States. First, she insists that this visit is mainly about trade and investment links. And indeed, yesterday she met Tim Cook from Apple to discuss pioneering medical research. And she also talked about using batteries to store renewable energy with people from Tesla. But secondly, she's trying to show that Scotland is a player on the world stage.
What we're trying to do in Scotland, and it's why coming to meet companies like Apple, Tesla as well, we're trying to take these big challenges that the world faces where Scotland has got a comparative advantage and not only lead the world in doing the right thing, but also try to get the economic advantage of that in terms of investment for Scotland as well.
How do you respond to the accusations that are being made back in Scotland, particularly by the Conservatives, who say you're simply grandstanding abroad and talking too much about independence?
This trip is fundamentally about business links and about trade, and that is all the more important now in light of Brexit, that Scotland gets out there and sells the message about what an attractive place we are to do business. That's part of my day job.
Well, in her speech here very soon, the First Minister is expected to say that disillusionment with immigration and free trade poses a danger to defenders of globalisation, and she will argue that the answer is to build fair and inclusive societies. The implication being really that Brexit in Europe and the rise of President Trump in the United States are actually symptoms of a problem rather than solutions.
James Cook there.